Welcome into the Children's Health Starcenter here in Farmers Branch, Texas. CCM Dallas finally underway. Your 2011 Eagles in game one of the 200 by 85, taking on the Texas Tigers here in their own home rink. So good deal of home ice advantage for the team in white. Your Eagles will be in their navy blue, as they're looking to bounce back from a rough weekend against Glenview Stars last Saturday. That saw them drop 2 games, and they're looking for their first win of the CSDHL season, and then we'll get back to that next weekend at Afton against the Falcons as they come to town. It's going to be 2 weeks on the 24th. Before we head to Chicago for 2 against the Hawks. At least 4 to play here in Dallas to start the big haul and chunk of October. First one here against the Tigers. And tonight we'll travel over to Richardson for an 8:30 p.m. puck drop against the Tri-Valley Bulls. And then back out here at Farmers Branch on the other side of the facility in the Gagli Rink against the Stars Elite 2012s at 12:15 tomorrow. And after that, we'll go into bracket play. Yeah, we'll figure that out based on the seeding. Hopefully not in a consolation game. Hopefully get into the top 8 seeds and play our way into a Monday semifinal. 3 to play here first, and the injury bug has bitten the Eagles once again, as Lane Presser out with a knee injury. Carter Halter's still out. His injury as well, as is Finn O'Brien, though he's every day getting closer and closer to coming back. Beckerly and Alex Schmidt on the back line will start things off for the Eagles. Welsh, Kristolovich, and Feger up front. Puck drop here in Farmers Branch, Texas. We're underway here at the CCM Dallas. Thanks for joining everybody, and happy Saturday to you. Tigers had it in their zone as Welsh able to bump them off. Kristolovich brings it in, sets up top of the circle, looking for a shot, puts it on, stick save. Tigers able to clear far side, picked up there by Schmidt near center, now turns around, Plumoff able to poke it away for the Tigers. Now they gain it back at center over to Keithley on the near side, brings it in top of the circle against Beckerly. Shot off the post and in. And with 14:20 to go in the first, on the first shot, they put it off the far post. And in on Howie Clay, who will play every game. He's the only goalie on the squad for the weekend. Everybody will switch it up here on the second puck drop, and Tigers quickly bring it in against Bilger. Out there with Caden Kane. Carlson's shot in from Roof from the point, pad save there. From Clay. Trying to move it ahead, can't get it past center. Tigers turn around and dump it in. Picked up and now turned over by Bilger in the zone. Carlson back to help out. McKay on the other side, along with Nolan Matthews, as they dance around in the circle. Tigers will have it. Boys pass ahead off an Eagles skate, and this will clear the length of the ice. Icing on the Eagles will bring it back the other way with 13:39 to go here in the first period. Wittenberg now out on the ice, takes the draw here on the near side and wins it for Maddock. Over to Carlson as he tries to move it ahead. That one softly off the boards, and they keep it in. Blennis trying to center it up, laying in front of the crease, still loose, and nobody can clear it away. Now trying to find it far side. Off the stick of John Schmidt, and they'll bring it back up. Schmidt will hang on to it, bring it across center into the Tigers zone. Top of the circle, shot on, easy save there, and trying to get something started on this end. He'll keep the personnel out. Callison, Wittenberg, and Fostick up front. This one now we're going to get like maybe an early puck drop. Try it again here. By the Tigers, but Maddock able to hold it at the point. Shot in, kind of flutters down off the pad. Callison gets it, tried to dump it back for Wittenberg. Meets a stick, now held in by Schmidt far side as they try to dump it back in. We're going to get a penalty called right here on Michaels for the Tigers. So first power play of the day goes to the Eagles. 12:51 to go in the first, and they'll try to even it up right here with the man advantage they'll put out. Welsh, Wittenberg, and Carlson up front for the power play. Fostick back on defense along with Sam Bilton. Carlson takes the draw. One by the Tigers. Wrap it around, get it out. They got a man ahead of everybody, and it's a break. The plumb off all of it rolls off the heel of the stick. Break there for the Eagles. Fostick there following it in, able to pick it up. Now this one picked off by Plum off top of the zone, but can't hang on to it either. As Wittenberg takes him down, no call. They dump it back in onside. Eagles will reset. Clay will settle behind his own net, leaves it for Bilder. Pass up to Fostick, backhand to the head for Wittenberg. He can't handle it, comes in the dome, but Welsh trying to pick it up. He can't pick it up in the slot. Now Carlson trying to meet the man behind the net. Bumped off there by Wittenberg far side, but they get it back. Another one fights off the stick of Wittenberg. Now bounce in front. And a save there from Clay as he just throws the glove out. Another shorthanded chance for the Tigers. And it looks like we're on minute 30 power plays here. My fault. Had a preset for 2, so 23 seconds left in the power play for the Eagles. Schmidt, near side for Bilder, gives it up to Kristalovich. Off the board, the head for himself, can't get there as he's picked off by a Ruth. Loose puck far side, Fingers tried to settle it, knocks it down in the zone. Now Schmidt holds it in on the point off the boards for Callison. Trying to move it ahead, gets it back to Schmidt. Steps up, takes a shot, doesn't get it off the ice, and Tigers able to intercept and bring it out. This is Ruth, now trips up over the circle. The near dot, back 5-on-5 action, 0-for-1 on the power player of the Eagles. Callison dips it out of the zone, ahead for Fager, can't handle that one on the stick. Picked up by Cottingham in front of his own net. The board trying to get it out, they do. Schmidt backs up to his own blue line, picks up the puck there with 11 to go here in the first period. Moves it ahead, trying to hit Fager up the seam, and just off of his stick and into the zone. Keep it on. Now this will deflects out of the zone. We'll get an offensive zone face-off coming up our circle with 10:46 to go here in the first period. In by the Tigers, and they'll bring it out far side. Pushed off by Schmidt, but they get it back and tip it in behind the scrum. Far side, centered pass, picked away by Beckerly in front. Good defense there from Blake, and they clear it away off the stick of Garza. They'll chase it in. Wittenberg trying to win the race. Jimmy Carlson. Kane has it far side. Now we're going to get another penalty call. This one's going to be a roughing. I believe it's going to be against the Eagles, so Mason Carlson draws the first penalty for one by the Eagles. They'll try to wrap it around, but can't get it out. Hold it on the point by Palmer. Pulls it back, steps up to the slot, passes far side, wide open in the circle. They set it up in front, take a shot. That one deflects off the stick of Callison. Up and over the net. Loose puck backside. Matthews put the body on. Nobody there to pick up the puck. Now they hang on to it. Far side. In front, broken up there by Kristalovich. He'll tip it ahead for Callison. The stick knocked out of his hand. Kristalovich there to try to poke it ahead. They forces the Tigers to retreat their own end. Now they try to bring it out. Picked off by Kristalovich. Drew in off it. Couldn't handle it as he was in all alone. Bounced off of his stick too far ahead, covered by the Tigers, and they'll stop it at 9:38. Ethan Liu in net for the Tigers. As he's saved all 3 shots he's faced. He'll pick this one off in the neutral zone, trying to move it ahead. That one into Kane's skates, can't find it. Get it over to Deloche for the Tigers, brings it in against Plumoff. Trying to center it up. That one picked up by Palmer, top of the zone. Shot in, deflected off into K. Schmidt was tied up with Plumoff down low, and then the Tigers able to get the puck back. Plumoff again puts this one off Schmidt's skate, kicks right out to Brandon. Top of the circle. Shot, pass in. That one, blocker save from Clay. Comes over near side, but Eagles can't clear it. Plumoff with it again, trying to dump it backside. Beckerley's attempt to get it out. Picked off on the far side, now still loose. Brandon will pick it up there. Keeps it behind the Eagles net. Back to 5-on-5, penalty over to Carlson. Both teams over on the power play, but the Tigers with a 1-0 lead on their first shot as it went off the outer post and in. Clay makes the first save but can't cover. Now Brandon trying to settle it down with the glove, misses it, clears out of the zone. Wittenberg will chase him in as they go to change. Does his job to pin him down low while the Eagles switch out personnel. Now Matthews able to get in the way of this one, avoid the interference as Fostick puts a loose puck in his own end. Him and Wittenberg skate up the near side. Got Feger on the far side as that shot deflects off the stick of Fostick. Never gets to the net. Now Matthews tried to put it in there, intercepted by the Tigers, and they'll dump it into the zone and chase. Matthews gets the stick held. Now they both go into the wall. It's Trulio. Wittenberg can't fish it out. Tigers get it back out to the point. Shot in. That one in as it looks like it might have gotten screened or deflected. Goes up into the top corner pass Howie Clay, and 7:45 is 2-0 Tigers here in the first period. Carlson, Walsh, and Callison up front as Tigers win this one and come in against Beckerley and Maddox. Vandale cross for Cunningham. He'll dump it in for Texas. Eagles intercept Carlson, trying to get it up for Welsh, and he'll tip it out of the zone for Jack. Callison backs up, flips it in front. That one almost deflects off a defenseman, and then Lou there to cover it up as it bounces down in front. Carlson with the draw on the circle, wins it for Callison. Now try to put it in front behind Welch, able to reach back and get it, trying to get it to Maddox on the point off and gets it back. Shot on, blocker save there by Lou. Eagles trying to make something happen, down 2-0 here. Callison picks it out of the corner in front for Welsh, gets tied up, can't put it on. Tigers get it back again, they'll clear it out right side. Across center ice they come in. Nice hit check there. John Schmidt. Team likes what they're seeing out there now. As they clear it away. Tigers reset back to center. Eagles change it up. Welsh presses him in. Ooh, it absolutely finishes, and we're going to get another call here. And they're going to give a charge or a rough. As the Blennis got obliterated into the boards. Welsh goes to the box for a minute and a half. It's a talk from the referee. Another power play for the Tigers at 6:31. Eagles will have to fend off this one. McKay, Kristalovic, Beckerly, and now Schmidt out for the kill. Tigers trying to set it up and take a 3-0 lead. This shot deflected, now bounces through. Clay has to swat it to his left side. Now this one out in front. Plumoff fans on it, and the Eagles in hurry. Got 2-on-1 to get it up to Kristalovic. And all alone, settles this one down, puts a shot on, goes wide to the far side. McKay gets a piece of it, tips it back in. Drew will chase it back to the corner. Over to Kethley. They'll bring it out and into the zone against Beckerly. Shot on, glove save from Clay. Comes back to center. Palmer there with it, retreats to his own end, they'll reset. Picked off by Kristalovic at center, but can't move it ahead. Deloche brings it up for Texas. Into the circle, makes a move through on his backhand in front. They skate into Clay, they'll blow this one dead as they run into the goaltender. Now some extracurriculars on the far side. As Schmidt just trying to get up, as he and Plumoff were fighting in front of the net. Still 35 seconds to go on the power play for Texas. Face-off won by the Tigers. Get it over to Ruth near side. Up centering pass intercepted by Caden Kane. Can't clear it away. Ruth holds it in on the point, takes a shot. That one way up high as Trulio tried to knock it out with a high stick and missed. On far side, Carlson goes for the hit, misses the puck, and they keep it active in front of the net. They get it back somehow through everyone. Now picked up by Maddock and cleared out to center. Ruth picks it up, shoots it across. And this one off the stick of Fandale. Far side, that one's shot and over the blocker of Clay. Ruth holds it in at the point, trying to move it ahead for Fandale. He'll bring it back to the blue line. Far side, Cunningham shot in. That one stick save and gloved by Clay, and now stop it at 4:51. As we had a late start on the clock. And the Eagles have killed off both penalties here today. So far, under 5 to go here in the first period. Stalovic to the dot. Can't win this one. They hold it in again. Over to Oblenis. Shot in. That one off of Welsh's shin. Comes over near side. Oblenis gets it back and flips it down low. Pushed off is John Schmidt. Now Stalovic comes in, puts a body on. Picked up by Schmidt. Far side. Moves it ahead for Feger as he avoids the hit. Up ahead for Welsh. Got one to beat, trying to put it into the zone, sent onside. Feger follows him up, gets it in front. Well, shot! Oh, the glove save still loose. Now they blow it dead as they lose sight. Pulled it in front of the net, tried to backhand it up and in. Good save there from Lou. Bring the face off far dot. Stalovic back. Try to win it again. Tigers get another face off. Boyce near side trying to get it out. Bilger holds it in at the point. Flips it down. Bouncing puck. Pushed away by Feger. Now Schmidt far side. Able to hold it in with the stick in the body. Pulls up the circle. Shot on. Doesn't get a lot. Kind of fans. Now Welsh fans on it. It rolls off the end of the stick. Look at the heel. And another opportunity for the Eagles. They just can't get it to fall their way. Feger far side trying to backhand it ahead for Kristalovic. Does. Tips it out to Welsh. He's got one to beat. That's Brandon. Got one on him. His guard able to hold on. Takes a shot and he's taken down on the shot. It goes into the board that misses wide to the near side. Bilger centering it up. Nobody there. They were all pinched down lower to the far side. Beckerly will back up as Texas goes to bring it back in. Wittenberg on the back check able to poke it away from guards. Then Beckerly will pick it up and Texas will change. 3.5 to go. The Eagles looking for one to go in the back of the net. They've got some shots on goal, all even now at 8 apiece. Haven't been able to get one to bounce their way as the Tigers score on their first shot on off the far post, and then one deflected up over the shoulder. Howie Clay to get it back again. Wittenberg trying to get it over to Fostick. Goes off a stick, and then the player comes down. Now Fostick took a shot in, glove save. Wittenberg there to slam it in on the rebound, but none came. 3:03 to go here in the first. thought we were going to be about 15, 20 minutes behind. The game before us ended in a 9-0 victory after 2 periods. It was no contest earlier with a different age group division. It was not a pretty game, so it put us right back on track. And they're going to Zamboni the ice here after the first. And Texas puts this shot on, deflects off of Clay's stick and out of play. To the dot. Get this one. He backhands it out of the zone. This is going to roll down for icing. As one and tried to clear away, we'll try it again. Up. Carlson takes the draw on this one. They win it back. Kane gets tied up with Brandon. Carlson some time, but can't move it ahead. They get it back, bring it back in far side. Michaels, far side. Thought to bring it in, instead hung on to it. Carlson gets it, now he puts it back far side. Matthews over trying to backhand it, tip it ahead, can't find it now. It goes the wrong way. Michael's there to pick it up. The Tigers regain control far side, broken up by Matthews. Gained again, now Brandon from the blue line gets over far side. For Michaels, broken up by McKay. Jackson backhands it ahead for Mason Carlson. Got to get on his horse to get there. He won't make it. Palmer intercepts, trying to back it out. Kane there to pick it up, tried to put it back down low for Carlson, but picked off by Palmer. Moved ahead to Boyce, who brings it in against Bilger, dropped it. Woo! Shot goes just wide. So hard, comes all the way out. Cunningham from center. Picked off there by Carlson. Now they're going to try to catch the Eagles changing. They got to hurry. Ruth brings it in near side. Maddox going to go off now for a trip as he took a swipe. And got Ruth on the legs, so another power play coming for the Tigers. For exactly 1 minute 30 seconds, which is exactly what's left in here in the first period. So, third kill of the day coming. Be nice to see them get a short-handed goal here in the first period. Ruth a little light. It's Kristalovic picks off this pass intended for Ruth. Here brings it in, crosses center, dumps it in. He'll chase it in against Cottingham. Able to get a piece. Figner has it, try to put it in. They thought maybe he was going to center. Now Ruth dumps Kristalovic into the net. And we get a whistle here. 1:14 to go here in the first period. About a half-second difference between the penalty clock and the game clock. Members of the St. Louis Sting on hand to watch the game as they dropped their opener earlier this morning here on the same ice, 4-3 to the Penguins. Not slated to meet the Sting currently. That could end bracket play, absolutely. Got to get there first. Kristalovic trying to knock it away as the Eagles continue their kill here at the end of the first as we approach 1 minute to play. Pass in front, intercepted. Now Schmidt trying to get a handle to get it out. Nifty stick handling, trying to move it ahead. Knocked down by Keithley at the far side. Shot in, that one on Clay, but he couldn't find it. They'll stop things at 46.5 to go here in the first period. Shot on off the face-off, and Clay couldn't find it again. That was in between his pads. That went in above between the leg pad and his pants. Takes off here, one by the Eagles. Matthews drops it back for Callison, still 34 to go here in the first. He'll knock it out of the zone. Plumoff picks it up in front of his own net, turns around, goes to bring it back up. Callison takes 2 swipes, gets it, and let it go. Plumoff keeps it, brings it in, pulls it around, a couple nifty moves, trying to center it. Kane there to break it up, he'll flip it out. And this one will go on net. Lou stops with the stick, goes to move it ahead, up to center. To Plumoff, gets up to Kefley. Puts on the breaks in the circle, centering pass again. Oh, Matthews had a piece of it now, able to swat it away as Clay as he puts it off the side of the net. Penalty over, period over. Texas, only one shot better than the Eagles, with 2 fine in the back of the net. Gets them a 2-0 lead here as we go to the second. They're going to go ahead and cut the ice here between the first and the second, so a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with you as soon as the ice cut is complete. 2-0 going to the second. The Eagles looking for another, or one. Try to get back in this one. Back here in a few. Test 1, 2, test. I just turned it back on. Hi, Britt. Back for period number 2 here in game 1. Eagles down 2-0. As they're looking for their first goal of the day and the tournament. Ice cut after the first period to keep this tournament on time. As game prior to this one ended in a bit of a blowout. Ended after 2 periods to keep it on, so they decided to go ahead and get ours started. As also not delay the other sheet, so no break coming between period 2 and 3. It'll be like normal. I'll let everybody warm up here for this second official lower back out as well, so everybody just kind of skating, stretching as they cool down and then that 11-minute break. The ice ready, and then we'll get going again here in just a minute. Dallas Stars Elite currently taking on the Wasatch Renegades over across the hall. After this game, the St. Louis Sting will take on the OC Hockey Club out of California. There's a 350 puck drop here at Farmers Branch, and then at 155, the Jersey Hitmen will host the Tri-Valley Bulls. The Bulls team we will play this evening out in Richardson at 8:30. Everybody's first games of the tournament here leading on. Switch sides of the ice and ready to go just as John Fogarty greets us to the second, and they haven't get the stop. There we go. Now we got music stop. The Eagles want to put it in. Now Callison from the near side trying to put it on. Matthews able to hold it on the blue line. Bouncing puck goes over the stick of Wittenberg. Now gets a piece of it with his chest. Callison holds it in and tips it back down into the corner. The Eagles trying to hop out in front here in the second, win the period, and get to the third. Tigers cleared away past Builder. They'll wave off the ice around the far side. Eagles also without Jack Stevie today. So injuries abound for the boys in blue. They're going to fight through it. On the short end of the stick right now, but one goal can get them right back into it. We'll get it here. This one flipped up and out, the glove down by Palmer. Matthews trying to move it ahead for Jack Allison instead. Wittenberg will meet him into the corner, puts a body on, they steal the puck away there. Bosick moves it up off the stick of Callison and into the zone. Jack will chase. Now Carlson meets him far side. Mason puts it in down low. Stolen away, Trulio goes to move it out. Vandale able to put it through McKay's legs and brings it into the zone far side. Boyce was in a little bit ahead, but they let it go. Vandale goes down and Schmidt able to steal it away. John on the roll off of his, passes up to Jackson McKay. Intended for Carlson, gets behind him, but Mason can race down to it. Got to get, and just one more stride is all he needed. Instead, it'll be icing on the Eagles. Just out of the reach of Mason Carlson. Mason will go to the dot for the Eagles. Go against Vandale. Now they'll toss Vandale out of the dot. Bryce comes in instead, or some voice, and the Eagles will win the draw. Already much better. Now McKay gets it off the stick of Kane. Shot on glove saved by Lou, able to cover it up. Shots at 11 apiece, 13:06 to go here in the second. So creeping along here in this one, lots of stops and starts. Hasn't really been able to get much of a flow, see if they can get it going out. Tigers take it, put it out of the zone. Maddock backing up, takes a swipe at it. Now Garza picks it up at center and brings it back in for the Tigers. That shot wide to his near side. Cottingham out on the point, waiting for it. As the Eagles trying to steal it away, now done so by McKay, and he finishes off the hit. Top of the zone, but they can't get it out. That shot in, stick save there from Howie Clay. Cottingham, that one deflected off of McKay's stick high and off the boards down low in the near corner. Carlson picks it up, cross ice intended for McKay, but this is going to be off the boards and out. This will trickle down for icing. Once again, defensive zone face-off coming up for the Eagles. Gustavo Beckerly, Alex Schmidt, Bostic, and Feger out for the Eagles. Drew takes the face-off. And by the Tigers, turnaround shot on in front, cleared away by Schmidt as it was laying wide open behind Clay. Palmer from the point puts it back in for the check from Chris Dolovich. Eagles trying to get it out to Loesch. One hands it off the boards, trickles out in front, but kept in by Palmer as they try to clear it. Now this one off Kristovich's skates, looks down, finds it, backhands it out of the zone, picked up right at center ice by Palmer. They reset to put it back in off the Loesch. Now Schmidt there to clear it away for the Eagles. They trade blue lines. Palmer turns around, puts it back out. Loesch there. Now misplays it near side. Kristovich able to put it in front of Feger. Welsh will chase it to the far side. Looking to set it up in front, intercepted there by Deloche. He turn around, works back out. Top side, bouncing the puck, cleared away. Now bounces in off of Feger into the zone. This puck picked up by Schmidt. He'll hang on to it. Alex with a head of steam pulls it into the slot. Trying to manhandle it in. That one off his skates. He was trying to hit Welsh in the backhand. Down low, taking on all three, and Alex is determined to do it all by himself. Kristovich's far side now gets a piece but has to leave it. Feger takes a swing and misses as he's checked in to the board in front of his own bench. Now this will trickle out. Blake Beckerly backs up to pick it up. Schmidt flips it ahead. That was offside as fluttered up over his stick and kind of knuckle pucked into the zone and held up just long enough to get in offside. Wittenberg to the dot. Now they'll toss Vandale again. Trulio will take his place against Wittenberg. For a center ice face-off, won by the Eagles, and Callison picks it up, puts it in. They'll chase it down behind the net. Wittenberg puts a body on, holds it there. Callison over to try to help out, goes off the heel of his stick. They get it up and out of the zone. Matthews there to wait for it at center, but too much momentum, and he has that one roll off the toe. Beats Trulio to the puck. Trying to get it out. Callison off of his stick. Misdirected, now flipped up top of the zone as Fostick brings it out of the zone, comes back in off the Texas stick offside. And Wittenberg tie up and holds on to his stick, and the referee says no way. Wittenberg back to pick it up. Now Callison brings it in. From Fostick centers it up. That one, swatted away by Lou up into the air. Fostick was waiting backside, couldn't put it in. Now the Tigers bring it back in. Boyce had this one roll off the heel of his stick. Eagles there to clear it away. Ooh, and they try to catch the Tigers with too many. Instead, it deflects off the player already out. No icing, can't hold it in. Now Carlson and Orth took a swing at Carlson and they missed it. As both referees looking the other way. Orth gets away with it there. That would have been an automatic. Tigers put it back in. Eagles pick it up. Somehow that wasn't icing. Okay. Now this one. As Matthews takes out two, and here comes Carlson with the puck, 2-on-1 with McKay on the near side. Gets it to Jackson, a little bit behind him, has to settle it down, trying to center it, can't, deflects to Kane. Caden turns around, flips it in front for McKay, but it stopped. Hit a soft spot of the ice and stopped as Jackson had a throw drag in front of the net. Had nothing there when he took the shot. Best shot of the day, or chance I should say, by the Eagles so far. Far side trying to hold it in, getting a little chippier out there now. And McKay and Maddock battle far side. Kane and Kristalovich come over near side along with John Schmidt as he backs up towards center. Cottingham has it for Texas down low. They flip it over far side, now out of the zone. Maddock there at center to try to flip it back in. Kane picks it up in the neutral zone, flips it in. They'll finish the change. McKay heads off for Feger. Kristalovich chases in. They put that one high off the glass. Comes down on Michaels and stays in. Feger and Kane on there. Caden hits Kristalovich in the slot. Double team taken off. Couldn't get the shot away, and it's stolen away by the Tigers. And they had it right in front again all alone, but couldn't get anything on net. Kethley, far side, brings it in well offside as Ruth was far down in. To the zone. That'll stop at 8:03. Shots back even at 12 apiece. The Eagles have got some real good chances here in the first half of this second period, but haven't been able to put anything on net of substance in a couple of minutes. Tigers win this one. Drops all the way back to their own zone. Feger and Welch chase in. Tigers. Good passing, get it up and out across center. Plumoff brings it in, and he'll pull back on his backhand. Moves past Maddock far side, they'll reset from the top of the circle, dumps it in down low, broken up by Reese. Now in front, Howie able to cover it up as it floats into the crease. Salovich goes back to the dot. Texas won this one. Back for Brandon. Tate Brandon puts it in. Beckerly Plumoff into the board, and not before he can dish it off. Cottingham out to Palmer. Shot from the point goes wide to the far side. Welsh has it off the backhand, trying to move it ahead for Feger into the zone. Picked up there by Brandon, and they'll go to clear it out off Palmer. Gets it back up for Deloach. Comes in, pulls it back offside. Right in front of Plumoff. Break there for the Eagles. We'll get a face-off here right in front. 7:15 to go here in the second period. Wittenberg will go for the face-off with Callison and Fostick up front. Beckerly and Alex Schmidt backside as Texas wins this one. Trulio gets over far side. Shot from the circle, glove save for the play. Go again far side. Wittenberg back to the guy against Stando. Wins this one with Beckerly. Trying to put it ahead for Fostick. Settled it down but can't clear it out. Gets some help from Wittenberg. Gets it over to Callison across center. And Beck dumps it in from Orth. Hit. Wittenberg chasing in. Now Fostick far side. Puts the body on. The puck still bouncing around near the far boards. Wittenberg trying to put it back in, puts it off the skate of Beckerly, it'll clear it. Schmidt comes in, slashes, gets away with it. They hang on to it, now the net empty. Force them out wide. Beckerly there to pick up the puck, but they can't clear it. Shot in from the point, that one goes wide and high. Schmidt tried to put a body on Boyce, and they avoid. A lot of noise and no contact, really. That centering pass, off of Schmidt. Trickles wide. Now Callison trying to get it out for Wittenberg. He puts a stick on it at center and chase it in all alone. Try to center it up. Nobody there. Callison was screaming in from the near board. Now he picks it up, and this will sneak under the pad of Lou to stop it at 6:05. Good shifts there. We'll see if Carlson, Kane, and McKay up front can finish off this little drive and get him a goal. They misplay it far side. Carlson trying to tip it ahead. Kane's tied up with Palmer. Now Matthews from the point puts a shot on. Doesn't get much on it. Picked off in front, and then they come back the other way. Ruth streaks in, splits the defense. Shot scored. Got it up over the blocker of Howie Clay as he comes in untouched, splits the defense, and at 5:45, Texas takes a 3-0 lead. In a hole again, Eagles got to come back. Kane gets it to McKay in the slot. Shot on, nothing much, and easy save there for Lou. Nothing new but keep working. Keep the grind on and see what happens. Welsh-Feger and Kristalovich up front now with Matthews and Sam Bilger. From the point shot on, pad save, almost snuck underneath. Padaloo, now Matthews trying to find a handle on it near side. Can't, they steal it away. Cottingham brings it out, gets it to Michaels now, far side. They set it up in front, broken up by Feger. Far side. Welch trying to put it in, that one off a body of Ruth, and now Builder takes the hit as they force it back in. The Eagles have it down low but can't find it. 2 on, Ruth still on it. Takes a big hit there from Welsh, and neither one of them go anywhere. The puck slides over near side. Kristalovich trying to steal it away from the boards and avoids a big hit there from Ruth. In front, that one off a skate of Feger. Now he goes down. Out to Kristalovich, all alone in the circle, and that shot doesn't get off the ice. Easy 6 save there for Lou. Kristalovich and Ruth again, and the big boys are going to go at it here. This one comes top of the zone and off of Schmidt sticking out. They'll have to reset. John drifts back now. It's stolen by Michaels as he's hooked, lifted, able to get it back though. Gets it back up to Feger. He'll tip it ahead. Too far for Welsh. Deloche will pick it up. They wave off the ice, and the Eagles are going to change. Out of the zone. Plum off Cherry picking at the blue line. Misses the puck as it sails over, and a lucky break there for the Eagles. Be an icing call on Texas. 4:16 to go. We'll get the restart here near side in the circle. Eagles have had some chances. They haven't been able to put much on the net. The shots they have gotten off haven't been all that great. 15 shots on goal, and most of them a pretty pedestrian day for Mr. Lou. Wittenberg to the dot with Callison. Bostic up front. Palmer gets it after the win. Kethley moves it ahead for Plumoff. Into the zone. Past Schmidt, and that backhanded shot goes just wide as they had the backside of the net open. Now Bostic able to catch up to it, but can't hold it in. Now it bounces off the stick of Wittenberg as it rolls over the top. Slams his stick in frustration. They bring it back in, but an icing call. Bring it back. Wittenberg back to the dot against Deloach. They try to win another and set something up. Get it, puts it off his skate, but no one there to pick it up. Now Bostic comes over trying to get it. Wittenberg didn't see the puck as it trickled behind him and out of the zone. Now Deloach has it at center. Pushed off by Callison, but they can't steal the puck. Plumoff comes in, that's offside, they let it go. As the referee a little hesitant. Another one blocker save there from Clay to keep it a 3-goal game. Brandon intercepts his center, trying to push it ahead. Picked off by Bostic, but can't move it ahead, loses it in the skates. Wittenberg comes over, can't reach it with the stick. As they keep it in, Plumoff top of the slot, shot on, blocker save, comes back out. Deloach trying to put it back on. Picked up by the Eagles, now cleared away, but it'll be icing on St. Louis at 3:02 to play here in the second period. Mason Carlson to the dot against Standale. Let's see if they can win this one. Move it ahead, they do. Beckerly up for Kane, but too far for Caden. Carlson there to pick it up, gets it out of the zone, just to the neutral zone. McKay reaching in, trying to intercept. Standale puts it ahead for Boyce into the slot. Shot, save there for Howie Clay. From this side. Carlson back to face-off dot. This one won by the Eagles again. Schmidt wraps it around now. It takes a weird bounce off the boards as Kane was trying to clear it away. Came up behind him. Takes a Texas bounce back in. Carlson has it behind the net. McKay trying to tip it ahead. Now Carlson gets double teamed by Thandale and Trulio. Able to clear it away. Now it's center, picked up by Jackson McKay, but comes back into his own end. Carlson there to pick it up, gives it up to Schmidt. Back down length of the ice, no icing. Centering pass, Kane has it in the slot, cannot get the shot off again. He was all alone in the slot, and here they come the other way. Beckerly trying to tie up Boyce. Forces them into the corner. Good just hustle play there from Blake. Carlson trying to pin him in down low. Boyce falls out. Oh, no, they're going to call. Leans on Boyce. He goes down to a knee, and they're going to give Carlson a penalty. Check from behind. That'll be at 2 and 10, so his day will be cut very short. Schmidt will go in the box to serve the 2. And right off the face-off, shoot and score do the Tigers. Back out of the box comes Alex Schmidt. He gets about 6 seconds in the box, and just like that, it's 4-0 Texas with 1:43 to go here in the second period. Krasalovic, Figure, and Welsh up front. Won by the Tigers. Cottingham has it down low, and they're going to try to pump this one to a run clock, and that one way out of the zone. And they never started the clock back up, so we'll put that 15 seconds back up. Throw Krasalovic off the face-off for Welsh. One back to Maddock as he holds it in on the blue line. Bouncing puck far side. Picked up by the Tiger, now stolen away by Welsh. Gavin and Drew battling over there. Get it to go their way. Figure against Ruth down low. Is able to dish it off near side. Tigers come back out with it. Hit Michaels at center. He'll put the tip on, goes behind Maddock. He has to chase it all the way down behind his own net. Reese misses it. They're able to get it back out. Trickles out of the zone and onto the net for Lou, who pushes it back up to his own blue line. Ruth steps in again, shot on, blocker save, gets the rebound, scores. Now he made the blocker save. Eagles standing around watching. He comes in untouched once again, and 5-0. 55.2 to go here in the second period. The wheels have fallen off now here late in the second for the Eagles. Nothing much Haddock could do on that. A hard shot from Ruth. He had all the time in the world. Blocker save came right back onto the tape and slammed it in the backside. Boys got to keep their heads now. You don't want to do something dumb with a game kind of getting away from you here to jeopardize the rest of your weekend. As the Tigers able to clear it away once again. Schmidt has it in front of his own net, trying to get it up, and Boyce able to knock that one down. Centered and pass, broken up, but right back to the backside of Vandale's stick. He puts it on, goes just wide. Berg and Callison battling Vandale and Trulio near his side, and it comes out, takes the Eagles bounce out of the zone. Tigers there to gather it back up at center. Trulio gets a piece as Bilger trying to move it ahead. Trickles back to Schmidt. John has it. Wittenberg comes to help pick it up. Push off of his stick, and that'll do it for the second. 3 late goals here in the second period and put the Eagles down 5-0 as we head to the third. Boys get a bit of a break, and then we'll turn around. Do it again tonight against the Tri-Valley Bulls out of California, 8:30 p.m. over at the Starcenter in Richardson, Texas. And then 8:30 puck drop tonight, if everything is still running on time at that point. And then tomorrow, a 12:15 p.m. puck drop right back here over across the hall in the Gating Rink against the Stars Elite 2012 squad. Figure out at that point where we stand. Things don't go the Eagles' way, end up in the consolation game. We'll be done on Sunday afternoon. Able to get into the bracket play and win on Sunday afternoon, then we would go into Monday morning semifinals. Both semifinals and final game out here as well in Farmers Branch. "15 minutes here in the third period to try to get things right and get back into it." They'll send out Krasalovic, Maddock, and Kane up front to start off the third. Builder and Beckley on the backside, or excuse me, Schmidt on the backside. As the Tigers able to get it in, looking to add on to their 5-0 lead. They put one on. Backside. Builder able to dump it down. Now in front, broken up there by Maddox. Okay, now we got some extras going on behind the net. We're going to get a call here, and they're going to send them both off, matching minors. So Kristalovich and Deloche will both go for 2, a minute and a half. And the clock is running at the 5-goal deficit, so 14:20 to go. See when they stop it to assess the penalties. Acting coach Jeff McKay wanting an explanation. The Tigers have been getting away with some extracurriculars the entire game. Not happy with the explanation from the referee. Only the second penalty called on Texas today, as the Eagles have taken now 5. Clock still rolling at 13:40 to go. By the time they get this thing restarted, they'll have served their minute and a half matching minor penalty. Still pinned down in the Eagles zone. Brandon backhands it in off the point to Grove. Top of the circle, deflected down by Welsh and saved by Howie Clay. The Eagles get it back out to center. Move it ahead. Stick of Grove and into the zone. Left there. Now stolen away by Feger. He'll try to hang on to it and go up the far side. On his backhand, leans in, tries to center it up for Welsh. Bouncing puck as it was swatted away. Never got through. Back to Schmidt, blue line. Taking a shot. That one's off the ice and was deflected high by Welsh. Back into their own end. Schmidt moves it up to center to Welsh. Yeah, trying to leave it. Does for McKay. Jackson in the circle. On his backhand, spins around, looking for some help. Gets it back to Beckerly. Over to Alex Schmidt. This all off the bench from the top of the circle. That shot in high off the glass. Welsh gloves it down near side. Trying to get it back down for McKay. This pass knocked down. Gets it back into the Beckerly. Cross ice again for Schmidt. Alex steps up, forced down low. Double team there, stolen away. They put it high off the glass and out of the zone as Feger couldn't find it. Beckerly bounces back to his own end, gets it up to Welsh as they tag up. Flipped in high, a glove save by Lou. Stops the play, but not the clock at 12 minutes exactly. Bostic, Wittenberg, and Callison up front with Schmidt and Beckerly to win this one, trying to center it up. As Callison can't get it there. Now Bostic double teamed in the corner. Boyce has it, goes to bring it out. Peels it away. Callison throws it back in, down low. Bostic near side, gets a stick on it. Can't move it ahead. Now the Tigers get it back. They can't move it up either. They get pinned in by Fossick on the board. Fossick with it shot on and a save made by Lou. As things couldn't get any worse, they play some Nickelback here in the third period. Wittenberg back to the dot, wins it for Fossick. Trying to put it on, couldn't find the handle on it, and they'll bring it back out far side. 2-by-2, they'll bring it in against Matthews. Shot on, save there from Klett. Backhander, doesn't get through. This one intended for Wittenberg. Fostick goes past both, and they'll go the length for icing. 10:30, and the clock continues to run. Wittenberg wins this drawback for Bilger. Wrapping around for Fostick. Trickles out of the zone, but Ruth there to pick it up. Waits for the reset, brings it in on his backhand. Bilger chases him, forces him down low, but he drops it in front. Took him down From behind, they let it go. Callison into the zone, backhands it in, and the Eagles make some changes. Tigers gain the puck, bring it back up. Boyce towards center. Picked off by Kristalovich and delays the play just enough to put the Tigers offside. I'm going to face off in front of the Eagles bench with 9.5 to go. Kristalovich have to draw one by the Tigers. Kane trying to pester them and goes into their own end. Can't make anything of it. They get it back up to center as Maddox gets a hold of Kefley, forces him out. Ruth trying to cross ice up ahead with Plumoff. Maddox and Kristalovich force him back down low once again. Cross ice up and out of the zone. Kefley, Ruth, and Deloach all lined up. Pass ahead by Kane intended for Kristalovich. Misses. Now they give it up. Kristalovich gets it to Caden. Kane throws it at the net. Easy stick save there for Lou. He shifts that off to the far side. Held in at the point by Matthews, and we can't get anything working. Back out to center they come. Off Matthews' skate, Kristalovich backhands it up and in, and knocked down by a high stick of Texas. They'll come back down into the Texas zone with 8:22 to go. Everybody out of the box now. Carlson's 10-minute misconduct over. Full bench available for both teams once again. Eagles have it in the zone, but can't keep it there. Schmidt can't keep it in on the point. John can't hold it now. Alex Schmidt forces it ahead. Palmer picks it up in his own end, and they'll play it back and forth. Flutter to center. Welsh picks it up there, resets in his own end. Backs up, pass over near side for John. Trying to pass it ahead for Alex, put back in off the stick of the Tigers, but it's offside. Palmer has the face-off win from the Tigers. It's up for Brandon down low, picked up there by McKay. Jackson puts it in the middle. Welsh takes a shot on the flex wide. Tried to put some mustard on it and caught a piece of something and went just wide of the net. Now steals it back. McKay puts it in, that to be offside as Welsh got held in by Brandon. 6:50 to go here in the third. Got a center ice face off here. Foster, Wittenberg, and Maddox back out up front. One by Wittenberg, two Foster. Foster brings it in, but Maddox in offside. He tried to turn around and come back out. Nothing going right for the boys today. See if they can reset over lunch and a little early dinner maybe. Get a little bit of rest and come back against Tri-Valley tonight and get it back. Wittenberg again. That one dropped right onto the puck, or right onto the stick of Wittenberg and skips back. I don't think either player even had to make an attempt for that one. The Eagles won the draw. Schmidt far side holds it in. Maddox picks it up down low, trying to center it up. Doesn't see the Tigers. Defenseman right behind him, and they're able to bring it out. They're trying to tip it ahead. Fossick against Boyce, and Maddox picks it up and throws it back into the zone down low. Thrown around far side. Wittenberg gets a piece of him. Now Schmidt from the point shoots it on, and a save there from Lou. Trying to get one to fall, but everything right into the chest or into the stick has made it for a pretty easy day for Mason Lou here against the Eagles. Sorry about that. Whoa. Shot here in front. We're going to get a penalty call on a rough. as Plumhoff dumped Kristalovich off the faceoff. They're going to give it to, that was Ruth. And he's been thorning the side of the Eagles' claw all day. At 4:40, he'll go off for a minute and a half. Peter, McKay, and Kristalovich up front for the power play. Schmidt and company on the back side. The Tigers win this one, but Schmidt holds it in at the point, deflects onto the stick of Cottingham, and the Tigers have it. Now they lead it top slot for Schmidt. Gives up for McKay. Shot on. Pad save. Still loose near side. Down low. Now they blow it dead. And the Eagles trying to get one in here, and they've got a minute to go here on the power play. There's so many Tigers bringing in short-handed, put the shot on and stick away there by Clay. Shots only favoring Texas 21-20, and now we're going to get another call at 3:30. They're going to take Alex Schmidt off. And they'll give him a holding call. So that'll even things up at 4 apiece here for a few seconds. Tigers bring it back up on the power play. Take a shot. Blocker save again from Clay, but right out to Tate Brandon on the point. Shot in. That one a pad save as well. 2 more shots on net. Still a minute left on the power play for the Tigers. They're 5th of the day. They're 1 for 3 so far. Garza with it. Top of the slot. Hangs on. Skates the middle. Shot on. Glove save there from Clay. As Howie faces his 23rd shot of the afternoon. Under 2 to go now. 30 seconds left on Schmidt's holding minor. And now Tigers playing with time here. They're trying to get it to run out, and I think that's probably best for everybody to get this one over with as Fossick has it. Now fans on the clearing attempt, able to stick on Crocker and get it to clear. Glennis able to pick it up in his own end, puts it out. Wittenberg has it, passes it cross ice for Becker with Blake. Backhands at the head, intended for Fossick and Wittenberg. Elliott able to put it into Kane. Drops it back for Wittenberg. Takes a shot, stick save, and Lou reaches out to cover. With 1 minute to go here in the Eagles fighting and clawing their way to the finish. They gave up 2 in the first and 3 very late in the second period. Nothing here in the third. Another shot off the stick of Fossick. Save. Wittenberg back to the dot once again. This one won by the Tigers. They're wrapping around, trying to get it out, kill this one off. Eagles trying to salvage 1 goal before time expired. Wittenberg, Kane, and Fossick hold it in. Kane drops it far side. Everybody pinched over, and the defense sitting back. Don't want to give up another. Top of the zone, Schmidt shoots it on. That one into Wittenberg. Able to knock it down. Bilger can't find the handle on it. Turns it over. Tigers bring it out 3-on-2 the other way. Grove brings it in near side. 5 seconds to go. Puts it toward the middle. Broken up there by John Schmidt. Good job there from John. That'll do it for this one. All Tigers in this from start to finish. Outshoot the Eagles 23-22. Behind the back of the net 5 times. Eagles can't sneak it past Mason Lou. And they drop game 1, 5-0 here in Farmers Branch. Game 2, puck drop, 8:30 tonight from Richardson. We'll take some time, go grab a bite and get some rest, and we'll see you guys this evening from the other side of Metro Dallas, Texas. And until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all this evening. One more time here from the Starcenter in Farmers Branch. Tigers 5, Eagles nothing. We'll see y'all later on. Thanks for watching, everybody.